There's J-Lo's truck still out there.
I was thinking I was here. Morning.
Good morning, Muller. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, see, that's low. That's good, though. It's probably good for your
Rockin'
ears.
in Ducos.
Oh, you got a haircut?
Yeah, you know.
Look good, dude.
I shaved it off, dude.
You still look young.
I shaved it off, bro.
You still look young, bro. I think you're getting better with age.
Dude, like wine?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that is a little low, huh?
Dude, I think you moved to a 9 to a 9.5. Is that possible?
Dude, I think the no job thing is fucking, it drops you down a couple levels.
Dude,
but
you had the eyes crow wrinkle shit. Now they're gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, the stress is gone.
It's from my hat line.
Yeah, it looks good now. Look, you're getting younger. Morning.
What's up, brother?
Morning, Frazier, Calvin.
Oh, man, dude, sad day. I don't know, prayers out to all those families.
Another mass shooting,
fucking
dude.
2 of them, dude. It's incredible. But we'll get into that, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, love and prayers to all them people.
Yeah, because you know what, we're kind of fucking disconnected because you know everything's happening away from us. But if it happened here in Galt or where I live, like you would know somebody, you would feel it. You would be like, "Fuck," or my cousin or my uncle or somebody involved. Then you'd be like,
randomly somebody just gone from your family, dude.
Then your attitude would be more like, "We got to do something about this," like whatever it is. But we'll get into it. Go ahead and give your shout outs.
Well, as you can see, we got a bunch of new subscribers this week. I want to say what's up to all the new subscribers. We're up to 179. Mathematically, is it possible to get to 200?
Fuck.
Is it?
Fuck, dude. Take on Scientology, dude. We might get to 5,000.
Dude, we'll see. We're about to put down some magic today. I just noticed there's sun coming through there. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it coming on the board?
No, it looks good, dude.
Yeah, I see a little glare on Richard Pryor up there.
We need a new day.
All right, so let's say what's up. So what's up to Dave Savage? That's right, not Savage, it's Savage.
That's French.
Yes, it is French. Exactly, dude. He's a bowler, dude.
I forgot. I went to that magic show last night. It was a French guy who did the magic show.
Uh-huh.
Pretty badass, dude. Some of the shit I was trying to figure out. How the fuck, dude? Go ahead, give your shout outs.
Well, dude, think about it's Cirque du Soleil. That doesn't sound American, dude. That sounds French.
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil.
Give your shout outs, and I'll brief you on that real quick.
What's up to Sleepy Eyes, eh? What's up, eh?
Ole. ¿Qué pasa?
What's up to Mark and Christina, Jody and Marley? What's up to J-Bone and Wayno? What's up to Escalon Dave? What up to Jim Benner? What's up to the Garcia family? Jim Benner, yeah.
Jim Benner, okay.
Jennifer's uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There is a relation there, dude. It's cool, dude. But what's up to Brother Mike? And our special shout out this week goes to a couple. One of our lifelong friends.
Rock.
Best of wishes to you and Ben Plumley.
Getting married next weekend.
Congratulations. Best of wishes. Hope you guys are happy, man. There we go. Dude, look I had this... I've lost all these stickers, bro, but look we've got 3 stickers now.
I got some of those ones right there.
Those?
The white
and then
ones.
check out the OG one, dude.
Yeah. I think I got some of those still, too.
I mean, if you got some of those, we've been around over a year now. This is our 2nd year, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're fucking
a staple.
We're putting in work, dude.
On the line, we're a staple.
Fuck, dude.
But that fucking magic show last night.
I constantly get this, though. People say, you know what, you guys cuss too much.
Oh, really? That's what somebody said, too. And I said, well, that's the way I talk. If I don't do it, then I might as well not even talk.
I know. I told my mom, I said, just think of it as an adjective. And she's like, no. I got to turn it off sometimes.
Yeah, my cousin told me that my aunt tried one time. Oh, my gosh. She turned it off. She was like, I can't believe you guys listened to that garbage. That's messed up. I thought you guys loved me. But, that magic show, dude. Dude, some of the stuff I was trying to figure out, right?
Give him props. Who was it, dude?
Fucking Toti. His name was like Toti.
All right.
But he fucking, there was several things that he was doing. Okay, I could kind of see how you could kind of figure it out or whatever. But there's one where he had a table like a little fucking, just a small little table, right?
Yeah.
And I'll try to look at those magic guys and see if they had a mirror underneath there or something. He had these 2 round cylinders, right? And he put a glass here and a bottle of wine on this side. And he goes, I'll make these switch, right? And he showed you it's empty, right? And he put it over like this, lifts it up, and they're switched on a little fucking table. And underneath you can see everything. There's nothing. I'm like, what? There's nothing anywhere. And then he does it again. And I'm like, this is fucking trippy. Okay, then he goes, oh, check this out. He pulls it up, pulls the bottle of wine back, and then he does it again. He goes, well, let's see if I can make this glass go over here with nothing here. Does it again, and then all of a sudden a bottle of wine shows up on this side in a glass. And he does it pretty soon. Dude, there's like 12 bottles of wine on this whole table and one glass still. So where'd the 12 bottles of wine come?
He was pulling them out of another dimension, dude. It's obvious.
Another dimension, dude.
It's obvious,
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about maybe the one with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Where they actually really have these fucking powers. I don't know. I don't want to go off on that, but that was pretty neat. I was kind of tripped out about that.
Dude, all I'm saying is there's some real magic out there. There really is some real magic.
He had this lottery ticket, dude. He said, this is a lottery ticket. When I first came to America, I played the fucking Powerball because I thought I would win whatever. He goes, and this is my lottery ticket. So he goes and he puts it in this box. He has this guy hold this box up like this. So no one touches it. Then he has the crowd fucking say numbers. Everybody. He's like, okay, you say. You throw it. The guy had a ball. He goes, here, throw it to whoever you want. The one kid, there was a little kid, to the brother. Okay, I'll give 3. I'll go 13. Threw it to some random people. I'll go 14. Do it to like all these people. Wrote it all down on this piece of fucking like a board. Yeah. And then he says, okay, tells the guy who was holding this the whole time, open it up. Then he goes, those are my Powerball numbers. And he says each one, and each one was on the fucking...
Dude, he's got to have people in the crowd, dude.
Dude, I would think that, but they were like little kids.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Be like, give it to little kids.
There's only like about 40 people in this thing. And I see all these people out drinking and what, like...
Yeah.
And the ball was random. It was like, they're just like the guy would hand it to his kid or he'd throw it over and it was trippy, dude. I was like, oh, this is trippy, man. This is fucking real magic.
You think you were seeing like religious magic or?
I don't know, dude. He did this one where he had this fucking...
Because you did the water to wine, dude.
Okay, now check this out. So he takes he has this big loaf of bread, right? So then he has this loaf of bread, like French bread, and he sits it right there. And then he has this lady take a paper napkin out, and he goes, I want you to write your name, and I want you to write your husband's name. She writes her name in her special signature on it. Now he takes it in his hand, and he does all this fucking magic shit, and he pulls it out, and then he lights it, and fucking just disappears. And he's like, now grab that fucking loaf of bread. She grabs the loaf of bread. She opens it up in the middle. She pulls it out. It is the one that she wrote her name in the fucking thing. She's tripped out, man. It's like trippy shit like that. I like magic, so I think it's pretty cool.
You know, most of them have a tell or like Penn and Teller do it where they tell, oh, this guy's doing that. Or he's using strings or whatever.
Right. But this guy was on that TV show when they're showing those undercover magicians and shit.
Yeah.
He was on there too, so he's badass. He's legit.
Well, what's that one, The Masked Magician?
That's the show he was on. He
was on The Masked Magician?
Yeah, where they had different magicians show people's trick and shit.
Yeah.
But let's go on. Let's move on with that.
Got Weller on a magic topic, dude.
You want to talk about the mass shooting? Just another mass shooting within like hours of the last one? How do you fix it? Do you fix it? Can you fix it? Can you change crazy?
You know, man, there's weird people out there, man. I mean, call them racist, call them terrorists, call them assholes, whatever you want to call them, but there's just weird people out there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you're ever going to get rid of weird people, man.
No, I think you made it worse. I think when we talk about the fucking internet is the devil and the internet is the fucking the demise of America, I think demise of the world, I think it's the internet. I think these mass shootings, I don't think it's solely the internet, but I think that people see themselves as like martyrs or they find a cause. Like we were talking about, now everybody has a voice that shouldn't have a voice. Like everybody has an opinion. Everybody's a fucking professional in this fucking aspect or knows everything about politics or everything about race. Everybody knows everything now, right? Yeah. So the internet just fucking fueled all this. I mean, since Columbine, these things have happened more and more and more and more.
Well, let me ask you this, man, because we talked about the shooter's name before, right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the Parkland shooter's name?
No.
Do you remember the club in Miami?
No.
His shooter's name? No. The one from Las Vegas. Do you remember that guy's shooter?
No. So people who are in the news, though, will know. I mean, who follow this shit will know the names.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're everyday people. That's what I'm saying. Right. Like, so what are these people achieving? What are they achieving by producing these mass shootings? Because they're not remembered.
No. Oh, no. They're not doing it. They're just killing people. They're hurting families. They're killing America. That's all they're doing. Yeah. They're not achieving nothing. People, like it's, and I don't want to go off way, but it's also deal with like this Russia thing. Like, it's all this stuff is not swaying people's opinion. It's Russia's on Facebook and sending all these people already think what they think. Will this mass shooting go out and kill these people? I mean, people pretty much have the same. There's a small group of people who are like on the border of like, I don't know, should we not get rid of guns? Should we get rid of guns? And there's people on those borders, but for the most part, like this happens, right? So the people with guns are already like feel like they're being attacked. So right away, I love my guns. Like nobody has to say anything about taking away guns. They say I love my guns right away because they feel like they're being attacked.
Yeah, but that's the protest. It's tonight is about fucking guns.
They already foresee that's what it's
they already staged it. It's happening.
No, I know, but this is what people. So people aren't going to be swayed, and the people who are against it are going to be against it, whether the shooting happened or not. It's not going to change anything, right?
It just fuels the fire. Media fuels the fire.
Media fuels fire, and this. It's different now with the internet. It's like it's 24/7, always in your face. Whatever you listen to or watch, it's media, people's opinion, and we're brainwashed. There's a few people who aren't brainwashed. Like, it's funny because I'll have somebody who has a strong opinion about something, and I'll show them something, that information that I have, and maybe the information I have is completely biased and it's fucking not even 100% factual. They'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I see a different opinion on that. And in my head, I'm thinking, how are you easily convinced over something that I just showed you? I don't even think I want you to be on the same side I am because...
Well, maybe they're just trying to agree with you,
I don't know. I just seen the genuine, the people that are genuine about it. I'm like, I don't know, man. But the mass shooting stuff, I mean, there's so many... It's like homelessness, contributing factors. It's like mental...
Yeah, but the one in El Paso, that one, the straight race... That guy was a race guy, right?
Was it? I didn't even get a chance.
From what I got is like he drove like 650 miles. Like he had all these different plans laid out, but the one he got for El Paso was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it in El Paso."
So what, to kill Mexicans?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that part.
Yeah.
Wow. See, this is craziness, dude. And as much as I think Trump's a fucking moron, I don't think you could blame Trump on this. I think.
No, there's weird. Just like you don't blame.
It's all politicians trying to manipulate people. So don't try to use that part about Trump manipulating people as far as race goes. Like everybody's got to be responsible for their own actions, dude. You can't start blaming people for shit like that. It's parenting.
We're blame generation though, man. I mean that's what's going on.
Well, I think people have lost God, and whatever God sense you have, like as far as it could be Buddha, it could be your God, it could be whatever Jehovah, whatever your God you call them.
The Scientology God.
No, we'll get into that. We'll get into the cults later. That's cults. But I think you got to have the basic moral belief system where you're feared that your soul will fucking be forever fucking in hell or in this fucking purgatory place. I think we have to have that fear. Like we have to. The general rule of good religions is be kind to others, dude. Dude,
that's where
I think we're losing it.
Yeah, I don't think we even got to tackle the death part on that. Just the moral golden rule of life is be kind to others.
True, but there is a fear factor in thinking, okay, because part of religion is fearing you into not doing bad because you're afraid your soul is eternal. Yeah. Like we kind of understand that this life is so short, so quick, it's over so quick that your soul is eternal. Now, do I want to spend my soul eternally into this hell, whatever your nightmarish hell is? Or am I afraid of God, so I'm going to kind of be on the straight and narrow? Yeah. You know what I mean? There is some fear in that. And I think we lost that fear. I think that people have lost religion, have lost faith. They have lost all that where they don't fear nothing anymore. Like, I'm going to go out and shoot these people, and if I die, I die, and that's it. It's over with. I don't have to. And they feel like their life is so fucked up and rotten that they don't even want to be here anyways.
Or they feel like they're doing the right thing. Like they're going and doing something good, man. And that's why they do it.
But doing something good as far as like their fear that the fucking Mexicans are going to take over or something, like that's your fear, like you're brainwashed especially through the internet. You're just fucking manipulated to thinking like life is so bad right now in this country, which is it's complete opposite. Life is great for a lot of people.
Life's good, man.
Right? That it's so bad. These kids, right? Well, most of these guys are young kids, right?
Yeah, but if you turn on the news, you don't see that America's good. You don't see the good stuff's happening.
It's because we only watch car accidents, dude.
It's all negative, man.
We love car accidents. We love fucking.
It's on media again, man. And you got 24 hours of media. I mean, there's several channels that are 24 hours, dude.
But I mean, and then how many people do you talk to when you talk to them about this shit, like fucking race, religion, politics? They're so like passionate about their side that you're like, man, this motherfucker's a little nuts, man. He might be fucking killing people pretty soon. I mean, I talk to a lot of people like that. I'm like, whoa. You're too one-sided. Like, if you're so one-sided, you've got issues. If you're one-sided about everything, those are the people that are extremists, and that'll probably go over the top and start killing people.
Well, dude, if they envy that, like we're talking about, like, you know, when Elron started stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They chose to take movie stars because people emulated movie stars. They looked up to them, right? You know, they chose to use that base of people to get their product.
To follow, but that's all, like we talked about before.
And that's the same in media now, man.
You're living off everybody's highlight reel. You're living off these fucking actors that have all this fucking, you know, this good life, and they're traveling, and then you're feeling like, fuck, I don't have none of that. My life is miserable. When really, if you got food in the fridge, if your family's healthy, if you're sitting there barbecuing or you're having dinner, like, that's the good times. That's the times that the media doesn't show you, and that's the times that you're not thinking about those movie stars. Some of them who are by themselves are more divorced several times. Their kids don't talk to them. You're just seeing their highlight reel, and you're thinking, I could have that life, but my life is so dull and mundane and miserable. All I got is my family, and all we do is sit around and have dinner and talk. Like, that's the good stuff. Like, I think some of these kids that are thinking they're depressed, or they're going to go to these mass shootings, or they're killing themselves, or they're fucking in these funk, like, I think they don't get the real perspective of life because they're looking at internet all day. People's fucking Twitter and Facebook and fucking Snapchat.
A lot of them live media lives. That's what they have, is a media life. They blog.
The new generation lives a media life.
They have a media lifestyle. Dude, it doesn't matter where you're at here. It matters where you're at here.
This is my daughter 24/7 like this, dude. Snapchat like this. This is 24/7. I'm going to go home after we're done. She'll be on the couch like this. This is their life. Yeah. And you know what? I see the younger guys that come out and they're working. They're in the whole corridors of the buildings. They're not even working. They're just like this. Yeah. This is people's lives, dude. And when you call somebody out on it, they'll be like, no, I just do it for entertainment. You don't realize we'll be in detox pretty soon. We'll have rehabs for the phones pretty soon.
There's going to be addiction, dude.
Yeah, I think that's all contributed.
Especially with a lot of these kids get off of their family plans.
Their phone plans?
Yeah, their phone plans.
I seen some fucking meme the other day it said something like, remember when your parents said we have food at home? Yeah. Now that you have to start buying your own food, you're like, well, we have food at home. Yeah. Yeah, people don't get it until they get it. People don't get none of this till they actually get it. But we'll go off on different fucking topics here. But yeah, the mass shootings. Kids.
I felt it swinging there. I felt it swinging into something else.
But you're gonna have people who attack the guns. You're gonna have people who support the guns. You know,
dude, obviously this is the media campaign that they put out every time.
And it's whoever. Like, we're just watching Fox News, and Fox News are saying, "Boy, they're trying to blame Trump," and all that does is rile Trump's base up. CNN is saying, "Well, the guns are the problem," and all that doing is riling their base up. Like, all people do is rile their base up, and people aren't fucking okay. We can have guns. We can have smart gun laws. We can have, I don't see nothing wrong with using common sense and all this. What we have is a lack of fucking God.
Well, let me ask you this.
We have a lack of parenting.
Let me ask you this, though. Who shot John Lennon?
Some guy.
Right? You don't know his name.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I forget.
You knew his name, though.
I knew his name,
Who shot Reagan, dude?
I fucking just forgot his name. See, I'm drawing brain farts right now. Usually I know those names.
Who shot JFK?
The mafia?
Yeah, I was going to say. You know the answer to that. That's
not Lee Harvey Oswald. But I watched hours and hours of fucking movies about that.
Who shot President Trump? I mean, Lincoln.
Lincoln? Booth?
Booth, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. I
mean, are these people think they're going to be like that? Because, I mean, they got to see, obviously. Unless they live in that media world where they're glorifying these shootings.
Everybody lives in a bubble, dude. Nobody looks at...
If you're living in that shooting world, right?
Oh, the video games and shit?
No. I'm talking about on social media. Like, you belong to the gun clubs, or the one from Florida, you belong to that Euro-Nazi club or whatever. Mm-hmm. Their life is right here on that screen, man. Like...
Oh, no. That's what I said. I said everybody lives in this bubble. Very few people will say, because when I talk to people, you can tell if someone will give a different perspective or will be like, oh, okay, because they'll look at things from somebody else's eyes. Very few people look at they're like, nope, this is my fucking shit. This is all I think.
Hey, I'm going to post the next time the kids are having an argument. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm gonna take a picture when they're arguing.
What kids?
Put
Your kids?
My kids, yeah. I'm gonna put real life. This is what's going on today. Argument over who locked the door.
Now let's do this. I'm gonna start posting only not only bad stuff, but stuff that's fucked up. Like, fuck, I had to go. This are the underwear I'm wearing today. The torn hole in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like normal everyday shit. Like I'm gonna start posting shit like that every day. Just like. Life is not that grand, like, and we all do it.
When you're picking up dog shit, you're taking a picture of it, right?
Yeah, or you're fucking, old lady's farting at the dinner table, or something like that. Like, we're not all that fucking good. Like, you know, we have everybody has fucked up. No matter what movie star or rich person you think, we all have this fucked up life, and you know, you got to enjoy part of it. Like, as you get older, like, this is why I'm so fucking. Like not happy about driving so much to work. I'm like, I'm losing all this time in my life where I'd rather just be broke and be spending all this time at fucking with my family, going to work. Like I still want to work, but taking care of my family maybe on a different level, like sizing down and just enjoying
chilling.
Life. Like fucking life is going by so fast, dude. This is like we went to Tahoe yesterday and it was so much fun. It was slowed down. Like we went to breakfast. We drove up there. We had lunch and like we fucking walked around. We went to a flea market. Like we looked at old shit. Like it was.
Dude, there's still a lot of snow.
There's no snow. I didn't see any snow.
You didn't see any snow?
I didn't see any snow.
Did you go up 88?
No, I'll go up 50.
Fuck. No snow, dude, huh? I was going to take my kids to the snow today.
Random Thoughts by Kevin Frazier.
No, that's where we're going later. We're going to go to the snow, dude. But I was like, fuck, if there's no snow at Tahoe, how's there snow in...
And then mass shootings happened.
I know we went off twice, dude. Maybe we better close out mass shootings.
All right, we have no answer. Nobody has an answer. We need more God in this world. That's what I think.
Well, that's what I was going to roll on right there, man, is... I think it comes down to morals, man. I think the mass shooting stuff comes down to morals. And our morals have changed, dude.
I think if you let them change. Like out in the world, dude.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say it's good to get more morality?
100%,
You know what
dude.
I mean? So you're constantly changing if you're getting better.
But see,
morally.
we're evolving to, like, okay, we're evolving to we're tolerant, but we're evolving to where you can't even joke anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're evolving to where, okay, everybody has equal rights. Let a gay get married. Let everybody live their life. But then we're evolving to the point where you can't say that, or you can't say that, or
Dude,
you can't say that.
I watched Delirious last night. It's on Netflix, right?
Right.
I watched Delirious.
I listened to Bernie Mac the other day.
Hey, the first fucking 2 minutes, Eddie Murphy's talking about faggots, and I can't turn around because the faggots are looking at my asses and this and that, right?
But we can't look at yesterday with today's eyes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that shit was funny. And if it hurt, gay people's,
But that's what I'm saying. It was okay for the time. Like we have to, like this thing with when Kevin Hart got in trouble, whatever. We can't look at things. We can't look at old things with today's eyes. With today's like, oh, you can't do, out. Because back then it didn't. So we have to look at today with today's eyes.
You're like fucking judging it with today's eyes.
Right, and you can't do that because the times are different, which I think is good to be more tolerant and more respectful of people's rights.
He said in that...
we go over the line.
He said in Delirious, too, he's like, remember back in the 20s when you just slap a lady and she'd be like, oh, And he's like, I tried to get all manly on my chick and I just slapped her. And like, you deserve that, You can't get away with any of that kind of shit now, dude.
No, we were talking about that when we went to Tahoe. It's like people walk by and I was like, people will brush up against your lady or something, you know what? And she's like, or my daughter. And I'm thinking, okay, there's two things. So either people are oblivious to the world, which there is, people will just walk right through you.
Yeah.
Or there is guys who are pervs that'll brush up against chicks just to get a whiff, whatever.
How do you know about that?
Huh?
How do you know about that?
Because I know what guys are. I never did that. You're tripping.
You never done that, dude.
I never done that.
You never brushed up against a chick to smell her.
I've smelt a chick, but I've never brushed up against her. Well, this is the Fellas92 podcast. We're honest on here, dude. We're not liars.
We're telling the truth, dude.
Right.
Funny characters.
And I have no idea what we're talking about right now. we got to brushing up against somebody.
It's God and morals, dude. It's morals.
Oh, but okay, the looking at different with different eyes. Like now today, back then, okay, you could smack a girl in the ass, or you could. When I remember going as a kid with my grandfather and my great grandfather to like in Lodi to go to breakfast. The waitress will buy. My great grandfather would pinch her butt. A young girl, he would pinch her butt. You imagine if you seen that shit today happen at a restaurant, dude. If the police would be there, 100%.
Oh yeah.
And they would just be like, "Oh, stop it, Henry," or something like that, because he was an old dirty man, right? An old fucking German dirty man, whatever. But you like, well, driving in the back of a car. I seen a guy at work because they had to go around. So the guy jumped in the back of the truck. It looked so absurd to me. Like, oh, what the fuck is he doing? He's going to go to jail. But back in the day, we drove in the back of trucks.
Yeah.
Like, we can't look at yesterday with today's eyes.
Yeah, he used to ride in the back of the trucks, dude.
You know, the times have changed. But then I think what we're losing it is we go overboard with everything. Like, we have extremists where you can't even say a joke about a transgender bathroom, or you can't even say transgender, you have to say trans male or something anymore. The language is always changing. It's like, stop being offended by everything. Dude, not everything's...
Let people be people, man.
Let people... And if there's no malice in it...
Your true colors come out, man.
Yeah.
You may hear a sentence some guy said, but then you get to know him 5 minutes later and he's a different guy. He might have said something you didn't like at the beginning, but then you realize...
We judge people too quick.
Yeah, you're judging people, man. I mean... If you use that same type of technology on your other friends, man, you wouldn't have any friends.
But I mean, morally, you know, we have lost some of our basic moral values when we transition to this extremism.
Look at movies. Like I don't give a fuck if my kids watch a rated R movie. I never cared about that shit. But when we grew up, oh, that's a rated R movie.
Oh, I could never watch or talk or listen to anything like my son does. But I have to understand it's a changing of the times, and I have to adjust a little bit. You know, you don't have to, but I mean, you do. You got to adjust with the times. But the whole respect thing, like I think now there's so many shows that show like make fun of God or make fun of Jesus and stuff. I think there's so much shows that do it, and like these younger generation will just dismiss faith or religion because it's a joke. You know what I mean? It's always a joke now on TV shows and whatever. Like it's a joke to them. So when we were growing up,
and when it is serious though, the media gets backlashed. I mean, they get busted up, right? When it's serious.
When what's serious?
When church is serious. Like, you got a president saying he loves God or something like that, or you got football teams that pray before they right? The media, they get up on that shit, dude. They're trying to crush God just as much as anything else.
This is what I think. I don't think the media cares one way or another about things. They just need clicks. I don't think that if God got them more clicks, they'd be talking about God. But since it's okay to make fun of it, They do that. They don't. Media is so fucked up, dude. They're just like politicians. They don't give a fuck. They want clicks and likes, dude.
You want to see some shit next time Ash Wednesday comes around, right? Mm-hmm. You can tell all the people that are Catholic because they got the ash on their forehead and shit, right? But check your channels and the people that are watching that don't. They don't got any ash.
You know, we blame the media, we blame TV and stuff, but it's really our fucking parenting that changes everything, right?
Absolutely, man.
100%. And my kids aren't perfect, and I'm not perfect. But like yesterday, we went to dinner, so we took the kids to a nice dinner, right? So we're getting ready. They just give us our meal, and we're getting ready to eat. And DJ's like, out of nowhere, he's all, "Hey, you guys, give me your hands." And then he's like, "Let's pray." And he's like, "God, thank you for our food. Thank you for..." Yeah. And he's like, "We pray for people who with less than, and thank you for giving us this time together. Amen." Like, out of nowhere. And he never does that. And I was like, that's awesome, dude. That's good. Like, I feel good about that. I feel like... And there's nothing wrong with... What a lot of people now are losing religion, but there's nothing wrong with losing faith in God or a higher power or whatever you want to call it. I think that's where all the morality is diminishing in this country, is because we're losing a belief system in something greater than us, dude. We think we're just... There's nothing there. That's
what they have, though. Maybe by killing and then being killed themselves, right? They're achieving what they wanted to die. Maybe they wanted to die to begin with.
Over what? You know what?
Dude, because maybe they believe they're going to get 40 virgins when they die.
Okay,
or something
but
these
I don't think these are religious killings more than maybe either depressed killings or belief system killings. Now, I guess religion, it depends on religion. Could be politics for people. That's fine. You can say religion is that kid's politics, or hate is that kid's religion.
Yeah, his religion is hate.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I guess if you language it like that, but I don't know. It just seems like everything. I guess if you break it down, starts at the house, at the home.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't even know how old they were. I'm not curious.
One was 21.
I'm not curious to know their names, but.
I mean, that's just like, what's wrong with these people that they're doing? Like, what's wrong with their lives? Like, and if you probably investigate their lives, they probably had a pretty good. Probably
mental.
I think it's a pretty good. If you investigate these people's lives, it'd probably be a decent, pretty good life. You're like, what the fuck did he have to be miserable about? Like when Chris Rock said that one time about the Columbine thing and the trench coat mafia or whatever, and he was making fun of him. He was like, oh, I only have 6 friends. Nobody likes me. He was like, bitch, I only had 2 friends. Like, what the fuck you talking about? You're bitching about because you only have 6 friends and like you only have 2 laptops at your house or something. That's what you're mad about? Like, it breaks down to parenting, dude. It breaks down to the family structure and the belief system in God, dude.
Well, what if you got a bad dog or you got a bad kid, man? Like, you ain't gonna break them. Like, from a young deal that this kid's gonna be trouble.
Okay, but I think we lose kids in the early ages. Like, they say 2, 3, 4 years old. See, this is the problem I had with my wife a lot of times is, oh, my daughter, she's only 7. She's only 8. DJ, he's only 5. He's already 8. And he needs to know this.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucked up mentality to have. I know she's getting mad at me about it, and we argue about this all the time. No, what do? You wait till they're 15.
You teach them young.
You wait till they're 15, and then it's too late. They're already who they are. Like, all this stuff has to be determined early. Like, no. Like, this is what I do with the dogs. Like, I've had dogs my whole life. Yeah. So if a little puppy, like, starts nibbling on you, bam, smack it on the mouth, right? Every time. The dog will nibble on you, bam, smack it on the mouth. Now, every one of my dogs never bit nobody because they were taught since a little baby puppy that you don't fucking bite.
Yeah.
That's what the same with kids. You don't have to smack them, but you can say, hey, no, we don't do that.
When they don't get any discipline at all, you can tell. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a balance. There's a balance of love and discipline.
Yeah.
And I think we're losing that in the family structure. And you can see it in the world. You can see the disrespect kids have for adults. Like when you go out somewhere, how many times you see a young kid sitting in a chair and an old person standing up, like, or a pregnant lady? The first thing your kid, I don't care if he's 8 years old, it should be, because I see families and their kids will be laying flat playing video games, and there'll be some old people sitting up. I couldn't imagine if that was me. Like, I couldn't imagine my kid laying flat playing a video game and all these adults standing up. And even if the guy is 20 years old and you're 12, you let the guy who's 20 years old sit on the fucking bench.
Yeah.
He's older than you.
That's where you got to say something to that little kid.
That's where we're losing it. It's all those little things. We're losing all
morality. And
then
the parents get mad because you confronted their child or something.
I won't confront somebody's child. In my head, I'm just thinking, how could you fucking like... Or we're eating breakfast yesterday. Some little kids over the top of us. Just yelling and screaming like, dude, that would never be my child. And the people are like, think that's cute and shit. I'm like, dude, all you're doing is like letting that kid do that, like, and that's just making him a worse person, man. He's gonna take that into where
his boundaries aren't.
That's why so many people in this world are self-involved. Like, they'll walk right through. They don't know anything's going on. They don't pay attention because they think the world revolves around them, and it doesn't.
Their world does, though. I mean, that's it. Like,
it does, but
they're either Neo in the Matrix, or they're always some superhero. You know what I'm saying? In their own world.
That's where we're losing family structures. We don't teach people to think of from people's else's perspective. We don't teach people to be respected to people or be compassionate or have empathy. We don't teach our kids that. We teach them, no, the fucking left is a bunch of fucking libtard wackies, and then we teach our fucking other kids from the left, we're like, no, the right, they're just a bunch of racist, conservative pricks, like whatever. You're teaching them extremism, and conservatives are not all racist. And liberals are not all wacky. Like, they're regular folks. Like, but this is what we're teaching our kids. It's fucked up.
I don't know, man. Why don't we roll on to what time are we looking at?
Halfway through.
Oh, halfway through. Okay, why don't we
crushing it. Hey, crushing it.
Yeah, let's see. So let's go to Scientology, dude.
Cults.
You mean cults, or you want to talk about Scientology?
I think Scientology...
Do you want Tom Cruise to show up at my front door, dude?
Well, we're going to take down Scientology. Kevin Frazier is going to take down Scientology. I was watching that shit. You don't fuck with Scientology.
All their algorithms are kicking off now because you just said my name and their name together.
Yeah, Scientology.
David Weller. David Weller.
I donate.
Put the cloaking device on. You know who's here with us?
My IQ is huge.
That's right, Scientology.
Any religion, faith, belief system that have you excommunicate people or have you not talk to people is a cult. Straight up a fucking cult. I don't care if it's, I don't know if it's oneness, Pentecostal.
I think it can happen in Mormons, right?
No, 100%. It can happen in Christian churches where I've seen where if like you're divorced and you can't come to church with that fucking your new guy you're dating, there should be, unless you're just...
Oh, they got rules like that?
Yeah. Unless you're disrupting like church, which I understand, like if you go in, you're screaming and yelling, you need to be kicked the fuck out because you're just causing disruption. But if you're, I remember going as a kid going to church with my dad, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to go to that." It was like little churches. We used to go to a lot of different churches. We're not going there anymore. That guy was out there smoking cigarettes, and the church wasn't saying nothing about it. Like, you're supposed to be going to church if you're doing that. You're supposed to like. You can't excommunicate nobody for nothing. No reason. Nothing. If they're still doing drugs, if they're still prostituting on the street.
If they're sinning is what you're saying.
If they're sinning every fucking day, you don't say, you don't belong here. You need to get fixed. That's where you get fixed at.
Yeah.
That's where it's fucked up. So if you have an issue with somebody and you excommunicate them from your church, or you no longer can deal with them, or they can't come inside until they figure out their divorce is final, or they don't bring in a fucking boyfriend that's not like, if that language is fucking up and you can't go to church, don't go to that church. It's a fucking cult. That's Scientology, dude.
But I'll tell you what, man. See, I got a lot of respect for L. Ron Hubbard. I'm serious, man. I'm serious.
Why? L. Ron Hubbard.
Dude was a pimp, man.
He was a fucking weirdo who tried to get away from paying fucking taxes.
Yeah, who wants to pay taxes, dude?
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You're right. You got me. Burned. You got me.
I mean, we live in California, so we're used to it.
Yeah, I know.
They get us 12% when we make it and 8% when we spend it.
I was telling my daughter last night, she's like, we're walking through the casino and there's a Jeep. She's like, oh man, I want to play this. I started winning them a Jeep. I'm like, so if you win that Jeep and if it's worth $50,000, you have to pay $50,000 worth of taxes on that winnings. So you win a Jeep, you got to pay $15,000 out of your pocket to keep that Jeep.
Yeah.
She's all, what? She's all, you just win it. I'm like, no. Whatever your winnings are, that's counted as cash towards you. That means you have to pay taxes on that shit.
That's why you want to do it in Nevada, not California.
That's why you want to do it on Nevada side, not California. But cults, Scientology. You respect L. Ron Hubbard.
Okay, so I watched a bunch of shit. I mean, I've been off for 2 months now. So I've watched... My brain is full of all kinds of shit.
Wasted information.
All kinds of
useless
stuff.
information.
Like, Mama was telling me, too. She's like, why don't you go get yourself a book? Because, like, I used to try to read a book a week. And I was like, TV's so much faster. I can watch a bunch of shit.
And all of a sudden, you're an expert at everything. Watching one TV show, you're an expert.
But L. Ron Hubbard hooked up with Aleister Crowley and Jack Parsons. And they started this underground Hollywood religion, right? And they got fucking superstars and actors and shit to do it with them, and it was like orgies.
Because they move culture.
Yeah, and what it was a sex cult deal.
What?
And it was about orgies and shit, dude. I'm serious. So
where'd you see this? I've watched fucking thousands of hours on L. Ron Hubbard. I didn't see none of that.
Okay, so it's put in L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons, and Aleister Crowley, all three of them together.
And I'll put sex cults.
And dude, it'd be like the Hollywood satanic sex cult or something like that.
Oh, is this some weirdo site you're on, dude? Is this conspiracy theory, dude?
Dude, I like to watch that good shit. But L. Ron ended up fucking taking Aleister Crowley's lady, right? And started fucking Scientology.
Really?
Because they all three had these different ideas of how mankind started and stuff.
I think they wrote science fiction books and they wanted to fucking start a religion so they could make some money. And that's what they did, dude. And they could be power, and they could control people, and pretty soon power begets more power, and pretty soon you're just fucking power trip. I was listening about David Miscavige, the one who runs Scientology now, and his dad was talking. It was on Joe Rogan, and his dad was talking, and he was like, he was always a good kid, and then he got a little bit of power, a little bit more power. Pretty soon he goes, because his dad was in Scientology, his dad had to refer to him as David. He couldn't refer to him as son, or his son David would refer to him as Ron, wouldn't refer to him as dad. Like, this is how much power he got. Yeah. But these cults, I never
They get your mind, bro. They get your mind.
I never understand the people who join these cults. How lost are you when you're trying to have someone decide what you do?
Yeah, but here's what it is. You're lost. You're in that deep pit that they talk about, right? Depression, whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody gives you an answer or something that makes sense, right? And you've never heard it before. Then you're like, fucking, that's me. This is what I've been looking for my whole life.
But some people have always been like that. Not even with their depression. It's like my dad's always been like that. Amway, fucking Shackley. And then he got into that fucking music where it's supposed to be like, ooh. He got into that music for a while, dude, where it's supposed to fucking change your soul and shit. And then he got divorced.
Changing chakras and everything?
Yeah. Then he got divorced. And then my aunt, who went to church, he confided in her. He was like, it was my mom's sister. And pretty soon got involved. But I see my dad, if he didn't go that route, could be into Scientology right now. Like if he had found Scientology, if a good friend of his when he was going divorced was Scientologist, and he guided my dad into Scientology, my dad would be a Scientologist 100% right now. And I wouldn't even be having a communication with them. There's people like that who are so looking for an answer that they will give their whole soul up and their whole life up to this fucking cult. And I think it's out of misfortune because some people will find a good faith, a good religion, or a bad one. But whoever consoles that person at that specific time will just click, and it just, I guess it gets...
And this is the way it happens with Satanist cults too, bro. Mm-hmm. Because if you're picking the side of Satan, you're already saying, well, God's more dominant than Satan, right? So that takes a different type of person to be able to accept being second.
I mean, have you watched that show on Netflix, Lucifer?
No.
You haven't seen it. So it's basically the devil comes out. He's a handsome-looking guy. It's a TV show. And he's Lucifer. And he comes out of the depths of hell because he's basically tired of fucking living in there, right? And he's actually starting to do a couple good things for people, and he catches himself doing good things, and an angel comes down and during the show, during different parts of the show, and will be like, hey, Dad wants you to go back down and do your job, right? And he's like, tell Dad no. And he goes, I'm tired of this, and you take over. And how did I get punished to go down there because I had free trial? It's a weird show, but it's pretty interesting or whatever. It's different. It's a different take on things, but it just gets your mind thinking. Like, we're so pre-programmed on a lot of stuff. Thousands of years of religion, thousands of years of the same thing. Like whatever your body mind will accept.
Well, look at it, bro. You have all these. I mean, you have billions of Buddhists, right? Mm-hmm. You have billions of Muslims. And look at these countries where we're having troubles. It's all about religion, man. That's what it's about.
The Christians have been fighting Muslims for thousands of years.
That's what I'm saying.
The Jews
that
have
ain't
been
gonna change, man.
It ain't gonna change, dude. And it's like,
it's because religion doesn't change.
I just heard something great the other day. We all take this, and this happens to most people, even in churches, take the worst part of religion and we apply it to our lives. Meaning, okay, the best part of religion is empathy. Is acceptance, right?
Love, yes.
Okay, we don't do that though. Like, if you're gay and you're part of the church, you need to be. You're not using the best part of religion, which means, hey, no, we're friends, man. Let's work on. I still love you, whatever. No, we take judgmental part of religion. We take the ostracizing of religion. We take and we hide religion with patriotism. We hide it with racism. We hide it with everything. We take all this stuff, and when people speak on certain things, and when I see them post and stuff about, like, oh, well, and you could have your own interpretation, because you can not believe in religion and don't believe in illegal immigration. You can have these different thoughts. But
those are political deals.
But if you're taking the best part of your Christian faith, which is read it, and Jesus and in these Proverbs was like, you come to Egypt as a foreigner, and you have to accept as people, as foreigners, as your own, right? If you take these parts if you believe in it, you really can't believe in separation of families. You can't believe in it, but you're taking the worst part of the faith and you're applying it to your life. You're not applying the best part of empathy and faith.
You're implying that the laws of the government are Christian-based laws.
No, I'm not implying that.
What are you saying then?
As far as what? No, I'm saying that, okay, if you have a faith, because laws don't always parallel people's faith or religion, right?
Yes.
Okay? So if
kids don't get shots because they don't believe in it.
So, okay, so what I'm saying is you take the worst part of it, as far as like, okay, now I have a lot of people in my family that are Christian, right?
Yeah.
And I have people who have two different train of thoughts. Like we have our friend DG and Flory, right? Both in the military have two different train of thoughts on a lot of things. We were talking about this earlier. I have people in my family that are like, oh, these immigrants are going to come in our country and kill us, and then post a proverb of Jesus. Like and you can't do that. You can't. And I have like my cousin Tony who will do the opposite. It'll be like, we have to show compassion. We have to understand our laws in our country, but we have to understand we have to have empathy towards people too. This is my faith, and my faith supersedes any laws that the country may have. They don't always run parallel. Yeah. I think, I mean, obviously, because we had slavery, we had black people couldn't sit in front of the bus. If we always followed the laws, we'd still be in that same mindset. You have to break the law to change the law sometimes. But we parallel laws with religion. It's not that. They're not the same. So if your faith-based is empathy towards people, is like, there is no such thing as borders. We have to help out whoever. Like, we let the governor, we let the police officer, we let them dictate those laws. But for us, we have to accept whoever is coming over, as we have to try to feed them. We have to try to help them. Now, if the law displaces them, that's out of your control. That's fine. That's nothing you can do about it. But your faith is saying that you have to have empathy towards these people. You have to be accepting of these people, because Jesus was saying that. Now you're taking that part. You're taking, well, actually in the Bible it says you must follow the law of the land, and you're taking the worst part of that religion. You're not applying the best part of that religion.
Yeah, people do that all the time, man. You do it with your kids, and you make a different decision with your kids than you do your friends, right?
Yes.
I mean, you make different decisions when it's just you and your wife, and when it's you, your wife, and your kids.
Yes.
I mean, that's what they're doing there. But you kind of went political with it, man. If you're Christian, you can't be for immigration.
No. Well, no. You have to be okay. It doesn't. You don't have to not be for immigration, but those people that are coming over, you if you're following a certain faith, you have to be empathetic. You have to be like, oh, these people are trying to get a better life.
But
we're trying to help people. But
I think a lot of even pastors do this though. They take something or a passage, or we're going to work in the book of Jeremiah this week, right?
Whatever their personal belief system is.
What's going on? Yes.
So their personal belief system could be empathetic towards people. So their church might be like, hey, we're not going to get involved in this political part. We're just going to know that if somebody comes for you for help, you help them, right?
But getting on L. Ron Hubbard, back to that, dude, that's why I enjoy that fool, man.
Why?
This guy decided from day one he wasn't going to save lives or save little souls or anything like that.
No, his whole plan was to save the... Well, what he was selling was saving the world.
Yeah.
They still believe, Scientologists believe they're the only ones that have the power to save this world. So their intentions are kind of good.
Well, they signed a billion-year contract, right?
Right, a billion-year contract. But their intention is to try to save the world. They're thinking...
Didn't you sign a billion-year contract for the show?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it was 150 years or something.
It was in blood, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
This guy said he added my soul.
I have 2 souls to barter with.
You'll never have my soul, son. Yeah. I'll never sell it to you. I'll just be hungry and homeless.
$4.50, $5. Dude, I wonder if I could go buy homeless souls.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yeah?
You could buy fucking... I'll give you about 10 or 20 people you could buy their souls. Be like, yeah, I'll take $10. Because they don't believe in that.
If you want to sell your soul, just get a hold of me. We could do a deal on a T-shirt or something.
Trade for a shirt? What?
Dude, but... Okay, those guys obviously decided right at the beginning they were going to be evil, right? Like they were going to do evil shit, but use good. That's what I'm saying. They use the good train of thought to do evil shit.
That's what a lot of religions do.
Dude, they're having orgies and crazy shit, man. I mean, I was like, fucking Hollywood must have been really cool back then.
Yeah, it might be cool now, dude. Who knows?
Dude, it is so dirty. When's the last time you've been down there?
Where, to LA?
Yeah.
A couple months ago.
We did it. I think it was last year.
It is dirty down there.
Yeah,
dude.
we did it last year, dude.
That's San Francisco and the pier and everything. It used to be. Remember when we were kids? We went down there on a bus.
Yeah.
And it was like so cool. It was like the ocean. People walking around. You go to the
Republicans ran the state then. Well,
you go to the wax museum. It was cool. Yeah. Now you go down. You don't even want to go there because it's so fucking dirty and it's so many people.
It's like they don't wash the streets like they used to.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore as we were kids, dude. I mean. Even Tahoe. We were walking down Tahoe in the Harveys and the Harris. They're so run down. They're like, you get in the elevator and they're fucking dirty and broken. And you're like, the fucking Indian casinos took over. Like, those are nice fucking places you want to go to. These is kind of run down. It's like it just ran itself down. I was telling DJ, I was like, this movie stars used to come out here. Like, Mafia, Frank Sinatra, and like all these people used to be out here walking around and fucking living and fucking partying. It used to be glitz and glamour. Everybody used to wear suits and ties. Now it's just fucking chaos. People running around with pink and purple hair and fucking, zooming around on fucking scooters and shit. Like, it's different. It's not the same.
It's so fun. Tahoe was fun in the 80s, dude.
My dad went back then. He was like, fucking, they lived it up, dude. Maybe they were swinging. Could you imagine? Dave Weller swinging.
I always thought it was your grandparents.
Yeah, it was my grandfather, I think. So we got L. Ron Hubbard out of the way.
Where we at? Yeah, man. So I got to get into this one. It's about dog bites because we got a new dog this last week. Mama wanted it. You seen it, Weller? It's a Mastiff, and you seen its eyes. It's got something crazy with its eyes.
But it was already a fucking grown dog when you guys
got it. It's
like
3 years old.
That's what's hard when you take a grown dog that's already not been trained to fucking in your household, because you don't know what it'll do, dude. Like, we were talking before about, now we have a little dog. Even the little dog, when I have people over, I put it away because I don't know, it might snip at somebody. So when I invite people over to my house, right, I put my dogs up. I've always put my dogs up because that fucking dog bites you. I'm responsible for that. And I, not just financially, I would feel like shit if my dog fuck some kid up, dude.
Yeah, if your dog's little though, you ain't gotta worry about it.
No, but still, I still put it away.
You get that fucking 160 pounds on you. That's a bunch of.
No,
bite.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, if you randomly go to somebody's house, like we were talking before, the dogs are part of your family. Yeah. If I just showed up at your house, I don't expect you to put your dogs up because I just randomly showed up at your fucking house. Like, this is my family. Like, you could come over, but you gotta accept my family. But if you're having a party and you're having a bunch of kids over, like, I would put my dogs up just because. Okay, like I don't understand that. Like, you'd be walking around with the fucking pit bull and shit. I'm like, no, it's cool, it's cool. All it takes is one kid to pull the tail, and it's not that little kid's fucking fault if he don't fucking. I mean, you're talking about little tiny fucking kids, dude. Yeah. If that dog turns around and just grabs it, well, why did he fucking snap? Like, just put your dog up. Be considerate of fucking people, dude. Michelle got bit.
Yeah. So what happens when dogs? We got 4 dogs right now, so we're getting rid of her. She's changed the family dynamic, but they fight for alpha rights. So the little dog was ass out like day one. Like, she knew she had the little dog. So she's been punking Chunk, trying to get number 2 spot because Max kicked her ass a couple times. She won't fuck with Max anymore because he kicked her ass.
Max said, this is my place, bitch.
He just threw her down, dude. I mean, he throwed her and out. And in every scenario, I let the dogs do their thing, right? Mm-hmm. But she's got on Chunk so many times, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 times now she's gone after Chunk. Chunk's neck's all sore and shit, and she's fucking like almost 11 years old, so she don't want to fucking fight back. Yeah. So when Michelle sees that dog attacking her, she's like, no, she tried to put her.
Because how long have you had this dog?
11 years, dude.
Fuck, dude, that's your family.
Yeah.
That's your fucking family member, and I understand that. I understand Lee Big fucking, going into hiding for 3 months when Chester died.
I know, dude.
That's family member. So when you bring another person into that family structure and it's disrupting your family structure.
Yeah, if it was a kid and he came in and started fighting my kids and stuff, I mean,
be like, you know what? I can't have that.
Dude, we roll on vibes, man, and I've tried to vibe with this dog and talk to it and shit, but
no,
it's not there, dude. It's like
sometimes you just can't implement a new person or new fucking dog into your family.
Yeah, I told Mama too. She's like 21 years old in dog years or 25 years old, whatever, right?
Okay.
Chunk's like 70. 75, dude. Yeah. So you got a 25-year-old kid fucking with a 70-year-old.
And the old person's like, I've been here forever, man. Leave me alone. I just want to fucking chill.
Yeah, so you should just chill.
Leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, fucking dog biting people is like, it happens. Your dog gets out. I mean, this is part of it, but and you want your dog to be protective of your household and shit. Like, okay, we went up to my cousin's house, last weekend. That's why I wasn't here. Went to there. They had a birthday party, and they have a German Shepherd. When she goes, it's kind of aggressive. So what they did, they put the dog up. They had a lot of people over. They didn't let anybody. They locked the door into the main part of the house where no one could go inside. They had a bathroom on the outside of their house, so people go bathroom and stuff. But no, I don't feel comfortable going there because maybe the dog might bite you. Yeah. And I don't want that on my conscience. And I invited all these people over here to feel uncomfortable with the dog walking around like growling and fucking snipping and shit. No. Then don't invite people over if you don't want people over.
Yep,
You know?
that's like I told you with our little one. We got to put her up, dude. She does. She tries to get people's. She tries to nip at their ankles.
People put her up when people
Yeah,
come
I mean,
over.
we'll have 25, 30 people here, and she'll fucking start nipping at certain. It's usually smokers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll nip at their legs, but I just fucking cage her, dude. The other two big dogs are like this 90% of the time, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking chilling.
But you invite people to your house, you got to be considerate of your invitation for them to come over, to not feel uncomfortable. Because when you're having a party, the whole plan of the party is to make people feel comfortable when you come into your house. Now you got to put your dogs up so they don't fucking bite people. I know people whose dogs bit people and they're like, still leave them out. Like, well, that little kid, they fucking grabbed their tail. No, don't blame that little kid, dude. No. Your dog shouldn't be fucking biting people. You invited these people over and now you're mad at them because your dog bit them? You know, just put it up for the couple hours you have people over. Just be respectful, dude.
Yeah, don't get bit.
I got bit before. I got bit by fucking our Manuel Garcia. I went over his house when they lived on First Street. Like, the dog fucking, I don't know where, just bit me. I'm like, yeah, you guys need to put that dog up, man, or I'm going to sue.
Dude, I had a Doberman Pinscher that had a tail, and I grabbed onto it when I was about 4. And he turned around and got me in the face.
Oh, did it?
Got me on the arm.
My grandparents, and these are my grandparents, and we are our only grandchildren for our grandparents, me and my 2 brothers. I mean, we were their whole world. But my grandparents always had 2 dogs, either 2 Rots or 2 Dobermans, or 2 Rots or 2 Dobermans, always. They had a fenced-in house, and they always had dogs to protect their property. We never got to pet them. Growing up, we never, ever got to pet their dogs. Every time we come over, and we were there all the time. We stayed weekends over there. Yeah. My grandpa had a big dog kennel, like a nice one. He would put the dogs up. No, the dogs aren't around to be the kids. We don't need them biting them. We don't need them petting them. The dogs are here to protect the property. The kids can be here for a week. The dogs got to get put up. When the kids can go inside the house, we'll let the dogs roam, put them back in their kennel. Yeah. That's how they treated it. But today, oh no, my dog's fine, and then bite you. Like, well, what'd you do to it? No, it's your fault, motherfucker. Fucking, it's your job to protect people from your animal.
And I did hear that there's some homeowners insurance possible on that kind of claim for a dog bite.
You're not supposed to have certain dogs on your homeowner's insurance.
No, that might be true too.
It is true, because when I last homeowner's insurance, I couldn't have certain dogs that I had. Dude, you're not supposed to have most 95% of homeowner insurance can't have pit bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds. There's a lot of dogs that'll eliminate from their homeowners, so they'll deny you. You just have to find a homeowner's insurance that'll accept those dogs. And if they bite somebody, they'll pay out. And then they'll drop your homeowner's insurance. And so maybe if your dog bite me and I get $50,000, we could split it.
In California,
that's what you're looking for, huh?
In California, after taxes, we'd each get $8,000.
The government would still make money off a dog bite, huh? Fucking cocksuckers.
Come on, just touch it up. Let's go one last topic, man. What do we got? All right, so here's one, dude.
Give it to me.
So when you're dead, right?
Oh, yes.
So when you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a good one to finish up on.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier, and I said, well, do you ever do like women shit? Like you find yourself sitting in a position, or you scratch your neck, or you did something, but you felt like a woman when you did it?
When you tuck your dick between your legs, it looks like you have a pussy. Do you still do that?
Dude, I was taking a deuce the other day. Mama came in, and she's like, how come it looks like you have a pussy? And I was, because my shit's tucked.
Do you still tuck it sometimes?
Yeah.
To see what it looks like?
Yeah. Only if I got bush, though.
That's
Why
funny
not?
Shit, dude.
Why not?
So, if you're a woman, if you ever thought you were a woman in another life,
fucking absolutely, man.
I thought about that too. What if I was a woman in another life? Would you just think, like, if you became a woman in your next life and you kind of had that same feelings, you'd be like, I'd be giving blowjobs everywhere.
Dude, I was thinking, so like in my process of thinking, like I have April, it's a diamond, right? It's like a pure stone, the diamond birthstone, right?
Okay.
So I thought, like, maybe I lived the other lives, like when I was born in May, when I was born in July, when I was born in January. I lived all those lives.
Uh-huh.
And the April one meant, like, this is my last life here. You know what I mean?
Why would you say that?
Because I feel old, dude.
Do you feel old, like your soul?
Old. Yes, I feel old.
Do you feel like you've seen it and done it all?
Dude, I'll tell you what, I was...
And not in this life, but all your past lives, you think you've seen it and done it all?
I don't know, because everybody always says, like, there's somebody famous or something, you know?
In your line?
Yeah, but I got a feeling like I fucking maybe owned a diner or something.
You're famous
like that.
right now, bro.
Well, this is just one of the lives. I think I used to own like a diner or a rest stop or something like that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I was some sort of fucking, I don't know. I think I was some sort of fucking behind the scenes government manipulator or something like that. That's how I always feel like I was always in the room with somebody when I was like speaking, hey, we need to attack those guys. Yeah. And they did it, and all the war happened because I just said that.
Yeah.
Like I always feel like I was like
Hitler.
I was the instigator.
Yeah.
I always feel like the instigator. I do feel like an instigator. Sarah says all the time, I'm no fucking instigator, but I actually really am. I'm an instigator.
Dude, so let's do this. Just let it just flow freely, dude. What do you think was your past girl life?
My past girl life?
Yeah, when you were a girl.
I think I was a good mom.
Yeah.
I think I was like a loyal wife. I think maybe my husband cheated on me.
Oh yeah, fuck her.
Yeah.
Fuck her, dude.
And then I think I bought some cats and I lived by myself and I died old with some
cat
cats.
lady?
And my kids didn't come visit me very much.
Fuck.
What do you think, dude?
I was probably a dancer.
Were you?
Yeah, on a cruise line or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe a prostitute?
Because I like the ocean, dude, and fucking I like dancing, so.
What?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Do you think
the other one I think of is Clan of the Cave Bear? Like, you remember that Clan of the Cave Bear?
What's that?
Daryl Hannah, fucking, it's back in caveman days. They used to only count to 10.
Okay.
But then she taught them. She's like, "What about 20? What about 30?"
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Oh, bad," like.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I was a woman back in those days, dude.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think you're a woman at one point, huh? I think you were too.
Yeah, you gotta be, dude.
Like you have this rough exterior, you got tattoos, you got a beard.
I'm trying to hide it, dude.
But really, I think you're just a woman trying to get out.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to fight off my estrogen.
Yes, dude. I think you really just want to suck.
Well,
That's what I think. I think you just really want to suck a dick.
You're crazy.
And maybe that's where fucking gay people get it right, where they're like, fuck, I could be with the same sex person, enjoy the same things, and fucking have sex all the time.
I don't know. You think gay people have sex more?
I think so, because you don't, gay people go like, I don't know. Should I be talking about this?
I don't know either, dude. From experience, I don't know.
I don't know nothing. What do I know? I just know that we know what we don't know, and we know what we do know.
Okay,
we
so
go clickety-clack, and we don't talk back.
How many lives do you think you lived in?
I think I'm an old soul, be honest with you.
Like, I mean, you think you live like maybe 6, or are we talking 1,000?
I think if this is true, and this really happened, I think I've 100 plus. I think
100 plus lives.
I think so. It's just like it just seems like everything I do or whatever, and I'm not trying to sell it because I think there's old souls and new souls. I think my little boy is a new soul, right? My little boy is a new soul because he just doesn't get some things. It's just almost like it's like if you're a new soul, you're an airhead kind of like or generic.
Yeah.
You're like new to things, and it's not a bad. It's not a down on anybody.
No, because you have curiosity.
Because you're curious and you haven't done it before.
Yeah.
But you have old souls that almost in past lives have done it where they can do it for the first time and got it figured out.
Well, dude, like these little prodigies, right? Like this kid comes out, he's 2 years old, and he starts playing the piano. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that kid had to have known that from some other place.
Old soul. Okay,
yes.
So go through. Okay, say through our list of friends. Like you can go through somebody who feels like they're an old soul, a middle soul, a soul that's like Liebig. I think he's a new soul. I think he's a new soul that's just maybe of 1 or 2 lives deep into this thing, and because he's still trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out how to talk to people, how to behave, his mannerisms. He's still trying to work it out. I think there's old souls, like me and you, who fucking pretty much fucking
We're old.
We're old in our ways of like we've fucking almost seen it and done it all. You can see it in people's eyes. Like you meet people, and I don't want to give names out. And I've worked with people, I have friends with people, and I look at them like, you're a new soul. Like you're a new soul of this. And I'll see other people where I just see in their eyes, it's like you're an old soul. Like this is all old to you. Like you're just almost like where you said they've got so many lives, like they're tired already. Like you see it in their eyes, they're like they're done with all this. But
young people that are fucking old, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So there's new souls and old souls. I don't know. Maybe okay, say right now, and let's, everybody will say, okay, I want to be a movie star, I want to be famous. But let's say your next life, what do you want to be in your next life? That's realistic. That's not like rich and famous and have everything in the world, but realistic.
Probably a police officer.
You really want to be a police officer? Why is that?
Fucking to do good shit, dude.
Really?
To do good shit, man.
Okay. Well, that's your choice. You can choose whatever you want.
Okay,
no. Let's not say occupation. Let's say like a person. What kind of person do you want to be in your next life?
Leaving.
Seriously? Yeah. So you want to start all over?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Like a serial killer.
Oh.
I don't know. I think I might have been a killer before, dude.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I just don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Like, I don't know.
Maybe Flory might have been a serial killer. Maybe Flory was a killer.
Let me see.
He might have been a killer because, I mean, he's a good, soft person now, but you fucking rattle his cage, dude. This guy's a lion.
Well,
this guy's a lion.
You know, that's what I've tried to tell people before is, you know, you have yin and yang, right? Mm-hmm. So you see a person's light side most of the time. You see their light side. Mm-hmm. Well, as good as they are good, they do just as good as they are bad.
That's what I believe that.
You gotta think of the evil side of people too.
This is like when people are what is it, manic depressive, or they get so happy, they get that same dimension down low, sad. Like, there is yin and yang, there's balance.
Yeah, man.
But people are even kill, or people are even kill.
I just try to chill, dude, and vibe. I've just been vibing, man.
Because maybe all your souls are getting tired, dude.
I don't know. I know this body's worn out. I don't think my mind or my soul is, but this body's worn out.
I think it's your mind. Be honest with you. I think your mind's making your body feel old. That's what I think.
Very good.
I think so. Because I think all this stuff, sickness and death, and I think a lot of it has to do with your mindset, dude.
I remember this. So
you speak stuff into fruition.
When I was 25, Cliff was 50. Mm-hmm. Right? And we raced in the backyard, just running, you know, from one point to another, just running. And I barely beat him, dude. I mean, this guy was still fucking... I was 25. I was still fast. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when you were 25, dude?
I'm fast as fuck, dude.
There's no way I could race a 25-year-old kid right now and get as close as my dad did.
I could do it with about maybe 15 yards.
No, we're talking about 40.
Okay, I'm just saying. After that, I'm done. Like I was telling my daughter, she's like, no, I'm fast as fuck. There's no way you catch me. I said, give me 50 feet, and I'll beat you. After that, you got me. She's no way. I'm afraid, though, if I'm start running, all of a sudden I'm going to get ahead of myself and fucking eat it, dude. If I catch her toe, dude, and I fucking already... But back in the day when you're 20s, like you trip, you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Now at work, if I hit something and trip, like I'm going for about 15 feet, and I'm like, oh, Lord, please. And the whole time it's slow. I'm like, don't let me fall. And maybe I'll catch myself. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll fall. I've fallen going up the stairs many a time. Like, boom, bam. Look around, see if anybody sees me. Like, fuck, dude, I don't recoup like that. Like, oh, I jumped off a curb, dude. The curb was like this high. Back in the day, I could jump off fucking something this high, off a 6-foot fence, roll and keep going. I jumped off a curb about this high before they paved the roads, and I think both my knees went out, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Why did I do that? I'm like, I'm fucked up.
You feel that shit for like a week, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting old, dude. Whatever. Yeah. My soul's old, my body's old. I
don't know about old souls, but I think we crashed it out, dude.
All right.
Knocked an hour out. Let me figure out this. Hey, we're almost up to what? 200, 179 subscribers. Come on, hit us up. Subscribe. It's free. I do got the new shirts. These are the new shirts right here.
MaFaKas?
Yeah.
MaFaKas?
Yeah. It only played for like 2 seconds.
Start it all over, brother. Next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. I got your address. It's coming.